Okay.
Okay, got it.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so who wants to start? You want to start with you, John? Do you want to start?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so hand on your heart, sir. So yeah, just feel that spot. So in this moment, from your heart to you, you felt completely free. You could do or be anything right now, like for you, just because you be or do whatever you want.
I would like to be the spouse of my beautiful wife
Okay, all
for the
right.
next, for the next 50 years.
Oh.
That's what I would like.
Okay,
Yeah, but he might not say that if I have Alzheimer's or dementia. That could change.
well, what do you care? You wouldn't know.
That's right. There he is.
Okay, well, let's make this happen. You can let go now. We'll make this.
Wow. This is awesome. So you're using a pen?
Yeah, so you see it's a pen on my
Yeah.
monitor.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking in that box.
Digital pen.
Yeah, the
Everything's
digital
all
pen.
digital. Okay, so we're going to I should change that collar a little bit.
Very cool. Look at that.
Oh, wait, there's color coming too.
Oh, you did want to be a guitar player. There he is.
This is gonna be funny though. I've gotta.
He's serenading me.
Oh, there's more.
Of course, I have to have a glass of wine.
Well, I don't tell you how to do your job.
There he is.
One second.
It's like Romeo. He's wearing clothes, out of which.
Well, isn't this typical Midwestern garb?
Medieval.
Oh, no, I had medieval and Midwestern mixed up.
Yeah, medieval. Wow, this looks great. This is right out of Padua, John.
Mm-hmm.
He's picking up on Padua, your time there.
Where was this?
We lived in Italy in a medieval town called Padua or Padua, famous for the Merchant of Venice.
Oh, because you're gonna laugh where I'm going with this. I literally had a plan, but I'm just gonna wait and I'll show you when I.
You're channeling some psychic energies here.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Wow.
Use some I think you have transitions.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, it's like there. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of a window looking out over Lake Michigan, so it's probably catching a little bit of the.
No, it's not even nothing to do with that at all. It was just the impulse that came in. And you can breathe.
We're like fascinated by this. This is so.
I told you it's different.
It's really cool. Really, really fun.
Did you start out doing caricatures, or what's your sort of history in art?
I failed 12th grade, computers and drafting, and I was turned down for art school 3 times. No shit. Like that's how it started. But for what I was punished for in school seemed to become my career later.
Wow. Oh, all the sketchings
Fantastic.
And everything you were doing, making fun of the teachers.
Well, it was in a small town. So, I mean, you even look at places, I don't know where you guys grew up, but, some areas, the expectation for life is pretty limited, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Yeah, no, I know exactly. Yeah.
So I grew up in a small, towns of like 1,000 people or 300 people. And art was considered, well, that's a nice hobby, maybe. And I didn't even know what I was going to do. I went immediately into industrial radiography, actually. But cartooning was better money, and I don't get radiated as much because, gamma rays aren't really, like, no matter what the Hulk tells you, you're not going to grow muscles. You're going to have things fall off your body.
No, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. No exposure is the safest exposure, right?
Exactly. I mean, we're exposed all the time, but like, you don't have to sit next to the iridium.
Remember my red dress?
Mm-hmm.
I had a dress like that.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I haven't worn it in a long time because we don't really go out and work these days. So, but
I got a haircut yesterday. I feel like a whole new person.
Oh, look, how long was it before?
It's just shaggy. It looked like even if I wasn't wearing dirty underwear, I had dirty underwear. It's like that kind of shaggy look.
Yeah,
it was just a mess, and it was, there's gray coming through here, so like the gray got long, and not, it was like only 8 weeks, but it just seemed to grow a lot.
Yeah, it's amazing how we went for a little while. I'm looking at the fact that I'm depicted as a blonde hair because I went blonder. I'm usually my normal hair color is black.
Oh, really? Should I change it up?
No, it's gray. I'm avoiding the gray. But I said to my husband, I think I'm gonna go gray. And he's like, no, you can't do that.
Don't have been married to grandma yet.
Yeah, he's the granny. I said, it's time to like own it.
Well, I think you can do whatever you want as long as you can maintain intense eye contact. Then it doesn't really matter. I know women like who embody their femininity, and the hair color doesn't matter. It's just their vibe.
Yeah, it's just a matter of. Look at me, there I am, blonde. I look like my mother. I've been saying that recently. Oh my God, I look like mom. And Jon, there you are, serenading me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to get more interesting here.
I love this. This is so awesome. Look at this, the moon.
Oops. That's right. Okay. That's a bit too strong. Hang on. Let me just tone that brush down so it's not quite so in your face. There we go.
Here we are. Riding the gondola. Jon, you're gonna have to hang this in your office.
I heard that you work for a medical facility.
I do. I'm a physician at the medical school here in Chicago.
What kind of physician?
I'm a cardiovascular pathologist.
Okay.
So we run the laboratories, but my specialty is on taking care of cardiac patients, transplant patients, things like that.
We'll have an element of that in there.
There he is.
Oh, look at that.
Because I had layers, right? So I'm just filling in everything.
There we go.
And now, we're cool with the blonde still, young lady?
Maybe a couple dark highlights in there.
You mean low lights?
Low lights, sorry. You got it. You have your other.
Well, if you don't look good, I don't look good. So
There's a couple little, yeah, that, there you go.
a bit of shimmer, just a little bit, just so you have that from the moon coming in. Okay.
Look at that. Wow.
So make this all come together here.
You notice I'm doing the rowing, John?
Of course,
Yes.
because you're strong on plow, right?
Mhm.
And you did kind of allude that you're kind of a fitness nut when we're talking earlier.
I did?
Yeah,
You did.
definitely.
Yeah.
And your cheeks and your bone structure denote competitiveness.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Interesting. Yeah, my husband will tell you that I'm on his case all the time.
All the time.
Mhm.
Even on a holiday like today.
The divine feminine is never relenting.
We
It's
live in a
unrelenting.
41st floor of a
Uh-huh.
building, and I climb the stairs in the morning. What happened to that? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the 55. I climb the 55 flights.
Nice.
So I try to get him to join me. No.
No.
He's like sipping his
Mm-mm.
cappuccino.
I gotta have my
You know, and having
cappuccino,
I
read
walk
the
in and-
newspaper.
I walk in after my stair climbing and my riding the bike and everything, and he's having a muffin with a cup of cappuccino,
Oh,
butter on it.
I like the way you've done that reflection. That's
Thank you.
This is really awesome.
Oops. Let me get a brush here to make this a little bit more interesting. Bloop. There we go. A little bit too big. Some.
Pretty spectacular. So were you doing a lot of this before the pandemic or some of the virtual stuff or?
I've got over 20 years of a live event experience.
Mhm.
So I was all over North America for groups. And then that's kind of, well, for now, I don't know what's going to be out of that. But what I did is that I rolled forward the entire time. So I taught myself all this video stuff. And I do all kinds of like stuff for companies, from taking their meetings and cartooning it out. I'll show you some examples of that. I'm just finishing language materials for the natives in the Yukon Territory. So it was an intensely big project, and I'm just finishing up now. So, going from, this, I'll be drawing moose and beavers getting skinned.
Wow.
Past today, and like on field dressing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like part of life, right?
Yeah,
it's just
absolutely.
like different places. So, some stars here.
Part of my my father's training for me, in trying to encourage me to use my head, was I worked one summer in a slaughterhouse.
Oh, geez. Well,
yeah. So when you say skinning, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, fleshing. They can hide. Every part is used pretty much.
Yep.
Now, from the slaughterhouse, are you Polish or something, or?
No, Irish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other Polish, or
Yeah.
the area.
Mm-hmm.
It motivated him. He wanted John to, his dad wanted him to be motivated to work hard. So otherwise he'd be stuck working in a slaughterhouse his whole life. That's nice psychology, right?
Well, you know what? It's not a bad idea. My kid, I try to hand him some adversity, because how else will he make it? If he's not, used to standing up. I remember he got into 8th grade and he goes, oh my God, Dad, 8th grade is hard. And I said, well, you were getting awards and trophies for stacking blocks for the last 7 years and shit got real, didn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. So he could admit it.
Look at that. There you go.
A little pull here. Now, are you John or
Jon.
okay?
No H.
Good question.
Kath with a K, right? K.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just put this in here in some kind of nice little.
Wow.
How's that?
That
That
is
is
very
so
impressive.
awesome.
That is really fantastic. And I mean, I know you've had a lot of practice, but the detail and the speed and the accuracy of our characters is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. And you picked up on things intuitively, which was really interesting.
The secret is not thinking. Like the more you think, the more you're in your way. So I just I was drawing that boat in my mind before you talked about Italy.
Which-
And even like when everything started going, it's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And I just go with it. I don't overthink about the process at all.
Which is really interesting because Venice is we were 20 minutes from Venice.
We used to take a €2 train ride, 20 minutes to Venice, like whenever we felt like it.
Yeah.
For lunch, for dinner.
Yeah. Mhm.
But this is
And we want to go back.
really
Our goal
special.
is to move back there.
Yeah.